Management Research. Hello and welcome to the Management Research podcast. I'm your host, Dr. Eugene. Hello and welcome to our mini-series on heuristics. And today we talk about the organizational level heuristics and the recent research that we conducted with a colleague of mine, Professor Yevgen from the Frankfurt School. And I'm going to talk about our conceptual paper. So it is the one that we have some data that would probably support this theory. We are still by testing the data, but I want to share with you our conceptual model. And we build this model based on the relational models theory. And the relational model theory is a kind of bit complex anthropological theory that explains how people build up their relationship with each other. And this theory says that we have four modes of relations. We have like four systems. The one they call the communal sharing. The second one is equality matching. Then we have authority ranking and we have the market pricing. And these are the kind of sets of rules. And as soon as you start applying these sets of rules, you will have to act in different ways with different people. To explain it, the communal sharing model assumes that we all have something in common, and we have something common like some of your blood, and your family then is the place where you can apply the communal sharing model. And in this event, all the stuff are done jointly. For example, everybody has to take care of the kids, both parents. So it's not like the one is responsible, the second one is not. They both have to take care of the kids. They split the jobs evenly and they try to do the job if they can. So it's not about the even split, it's just if somebody has time to do the job, for example, to take the kids from the kindergarten and bring them home, the one who has time, he or she will do it. And for example, in the equality matching model, we assume that there is a parity in relationships, and if I do something for you, you will have to do something for me. It means, for example, that if I do a job for you, I take the kids from the school, today you will have to take the kids from the school in the next day. And they say in this theory, it is the theory by Fisk and also Haslam and the others, that these modes of relationship, they have they're a bundle of different dimensions. First, how we split the job, how we allocate our resources, how we allocate our responsibility, what is our identity model, what is the communication, what is the motivation model. And to say that actually you don't have to look at each of these dimensions separately, you can look at the model, because if you are in these types of relationship, for example, communal sharing or equality matching, then all other dimensions, they will be correlated to what you're actually doing. So if you do this key pro quo relationship, if I do something for you, you do something for me, then we also split the tasks evenly. So I do my job only if you have done your job, and if you have done something, I have to do the same. If we make a decision, then we have like one person, one vote, we can vote for it, and we make a compromising on decisions and so on. In communal sharing, it would be different. So why am I talking about this theory? Just because this is an anthropological theory, and they say that we learn these types of relationship without being conscious about them, without being aware, and we learn them from our childhood to apply different models. And if we do it, then we apply to different relationships, we interpret different types of communication as signals for what kind of relationships these are. And if you have a new, the new person whom you learned, and this person says you, okay, I will do something today and you can join, for example, in writing our paper tomorrow, then you immediately understand that the whole types of relationship that this person is offering you is the equality matching type of relationship. And that is why you immediately start thinking about the identity and motivation and resource allocation and responsibility distribution in the congruent way, congruent to this model way. We argue that these anthropological relational models are the heuristics. And if you set them correctly, if you understand them correctly, you can optimize your work within the organization. Usually the problem arises, according to our theory, if people misinterpret the models of relationship, or if they don't agree and try to apply a different model of relationship. For example, if I offer you an equality matching types of relationship, and you would like to have the authority ranking or communal sharing mode of relationship. If I offer you key pro quo relationship, you say, no, we are all the same family, the same team, we're the same unit, so we need to apply communal sharing model. Then it might lead to misinterpretations and misconceptions and conflicts. And in our paper, we argue that it is up to an organization and up to a leader, up to a manager to explain what kind of relationship we're going to have and to make it explicitly. the more explicit you make it, the more clear it will be for all the participants what kind of relationships we have. And then we can use these models of relationship as the heuristics, as simple rules that will help us make decisions on all the subordinate dimensions. For example, for the resource allocation, responsibility distribution, work distribution, moral, identity, motivation, and I think they have about 7 dimensions for each of these models. And that is why we think that the relational model theory is very interesting for the organizational domain, because it can show you what kind of heuristics you can implement explicitly and can also help you understand what kind of implicit understandings of the relationships and organizations you have, and explain why you came up with different conflicts or why you came up with a very high efficiency, because the people were in congruent mode of relationships and not vice versa. And I think this would be interesting for you to understand these different 4 modes of relationship. I recommend you the paper by Alan Fisk in 1992, the one where he made an overview of all the 4 models and how they came to life and what are the aspects of each or different dimensions of the model. And also the paper by Haslam and Fisk in 2000, where they described the measurement for the relational models that you can use first as inspiration to understand all the dimensions that are underlying each mode of relationship. And the second, if you once decide to measure relational model within the organization and understand whether people are in a congruent mode of relationship or not, then you will know whether the heuristics will go in line with each other or will they go at odds with each other. So the simple rules may lead to conflict just because we may have a different conflicting simple rules in our relationships. I hope it was interesting and helpful. If you are interested in more information, please let us know. And if you want to find this paper, leave a comment and I will post a link to the paper in the comment section below. Wish you all the best. Have a nice day. Good luck with your team and avoid the conflicts and make your life better. See you in the next episode. Bye bye.